Hello children. In the last videos of Act 4, we have noticed that Prospero gives Ferdinand his blessings to marry Miranda, saying that Ferdinand has stood up well to Prospero's tests of his love. Prospero orders Ariel to gather his band of spirits to put on a celebratory mask or performance for the new couple. The mask begins when Iris, the Greek goddess of the rainbow, calls Ceres, the harvest goddess, to come and join her in celebrating the marriage. Soon, Juno, wife of Zeus and queen of the gods, appears next. Juno bestows her blessing on the couple, wishing them wealth and honor, while Ceres blesses them with wishes of prosperity. In awe, Ferdinand wishes he could stay on the island forever, with Miranda as his wife and Prospero as his father. Iris commands nymphs and harvest spirits to perform a country dance. Suddenly, Prospero recalls Caliban, Stephano, and Trinculo's conspiracy to kill him. He calls an abrupt end to the festivities and the spirits vanish. Ferdinand is unsettled by Prospero's change in demeanor. Prospero assures him, saying that an end must come to all things. We are such stuffs as dreams are made on, and our little life is surrounded with a sleep. He instructs the lovers to go and rest in this cave, without telling them any more details of what is going on. Then he calls Ariel and asks him to prepare to meet Caliban. Ariel says he wanted to have told him about Caliban while performing Ceres, but thought he might anger him, so he avoided that idea. After that, Prospero summons Ariel, who reports that he has led the drunken conspirators on a torturous walk through briar patches and a drinking swarm, and into a filthy pond where he left them wallowing. He describes their plot to steal Prospero's cloak and books before killing him. Let's see what happens next. Stephano says, "Give me thy hand." He says, "Give me your hand. I do begin to have bloody thoughts. I am starting to want to spill some blood." Trinculo, "O King Stephano, O peer." He says, seeing the clothes, Trinculo says, "O King Stephano, O worthy Stephano, look what a wardrobe here is for thee. Look at the clothes hanging here for you." Caliban, "Let it alone, thou fool, it is but trash. Ignore it, you fool, it's trash." Trinculo, "Oh ho, monster, we know what belongs to a flippery." Flippery is what? An old clothes shop. So Trinculo says, "Oh ho, monster, we know what belongs to a flippery." "Oh, right, monster, we know what sort of clothes are nothing more than second-hand rags." "Oh, King Stephano, and these are good qualities." He puts on a gown and he says, "Oh, King Stephano." Stephano says, "Put off that gown, Trinculo. Take off that gown, Trinculo. By this hand I will have that gown. Give me that gown, or I swear by my hand I will beat you up." Trinculo, "Thy grace shall have it. It's yours, your grace." Caliban, "The dropsy down this fool." Dropsy is what? It is a disease which causes swelling of soft tissues of the body. So he says, "May this fool die of a heart attack." What do you mean to dote thus on such language? To dote means to be fond of. Why are you obsessing over this junk? Let's along and do the murder first. Leave the clothes alone and let's commit the murder first. If he awake, who is he here? Prospero. He says if he awake from toe to crown, he will fill our skins with pinches. Pinches means tiny bites. He says if Prospero wakes up, he'll torment us from head to foot, make us strange stuff, and transform us into something awful. Stefano, be you quiet, monster. He says, monster, be quiet. Mistress line is not this my jerkin. Jerkin is what? Jacket. Madam clothes line, isn't this my jacket? Then he says, now is the jerkin under the line. Thank you kindly. Now the jacket is under the line. Now, jerkin, you are like to lose your hair and prove a bald jerkin. Here, Stefano is personifying jacket. He says, now, jacket, you will probably lose your fur trim and become a bald jacket. Trinculo, do, he says, do it. We steal by line and level. We are stealing with a plumb line and carpenter's level, like real professionals. Ain't like your grace, if it pleases your grace. Stefano says, I thank thee for that jest. Thanks for that joke. Here's a garment for it. Here is some clothes in return of that, which shall not go unrewarded while I am king of this country. Jokes won't go unrewarded when I am the king of this country. Steal by line and level, stealing with a plumb line and carpenter's level is an excellent pass of fate, is an excellent little joke, is a witty remark. There is another garment for it. Here's some more clothes as a reward. Trinculo, monster, come, put some lime upon your fingers and away with the rest. He says, master, come here, put some sticky bird lime on your fingers and carry away the rest of this stuff. Caliban, I will have none on it. I won't be a part of this. We shall lose our time. We will miss our opportunity. And all be turned to barnacles. Barnacles what? It is a kind of a shellfish. Or to apes with foreheads villainous low. Villainous means disproportionately. He says, and all be turned to barnacles or to apes with foreheads villainous low. He says, and we'll all get turned into geese or apes with wretchedly low foreheads. So Stefano says, monster, lay to your fingers. He says, use your fingers, monster. Help to bear this away where my hogshead of wine is. Help to carry these clothes where my barrel of wine is, or I'll turn you out of my kingdom, or I'll throw you out of my kingdom. Go to carry this. Get going and carry this. Trinculo, and this. Stefano says, hey, and this, yes, and this. A noise of hunters heard. A sound of hunters comes from off stage. Enter divers in shape of dogs and hounds and hunt them about, Prospero and Ariel setting them on. Various spirits enter in the form of hunting dogs, which chase Stefano, Trinculo and Caliban around. Prospero and Ariel enter and urge the dogs on. Now at this moment, Prospero and Ariel enter with spirits disguised as hunters to chase off the conspirators. Prospero says, "Hey mountain, hey." Mountain is what? Now mountain, silver, fury and tyrant are the names used for dogs. He says, "Hey mountain, hey." Ariel, silver, there it goes. Follow them, silver. Prospero, fury, fury, there, tyrant, there, hark, hark. He says, fury, fury over there, tyrant, there, look, look. Caliban, Stefano, and Trinculo are driven out. The spirits chase Caliban, Stefano, and Trinculo off stage. Go, charge my goblins that they grind their joints with dry convulsions. Dry convulsions means convulsions which do not cause any blood to flow. So he says, Ariel, go tell my goblin servants to make their joints shake with convulsions. Shorten up their sinews with aged cramps. Aged cramps means cramps such as attack the very old. He says he's asking his Ariel to ask the goblin servants to make them double over with cramps. And more pinch spotted make them than pard or Cato mountain. And cover their bruises so that they have more spots than a leopard or a wildcat. Ariel, hark, they roar. Listen, they are roaring in pain. Prospero, let them be hunted soundly. May they be hunted down. At this hour lie at my mercy all mine enemies. As of now, all my enemies are at my mercy. Shortly shall all my labors end, and thou shalt have the air at freedom. Soon all my work will be done, and you will be free to fly wherever you want. For a little follow and do me service. For a little longer, though, follow my orders and do some more work for me. Exit. They exit. So with this we have come to the end of Act 4. Children, in this act we have seen that Prospero is satisfied with the progress of Miranda's romance with Ferdinand. He says that in due course they would get married in honor of the engagement of the young lovers. He arranges a masque for their entertainment. The masque is performed by spirits appearing in the guise of various goddesses. Then Prospero deals with Caliban, Stefano, and Trinculo, the conspirators. Ariel lures them towards Prospero's cell. There certain spirits appear in the shape of dogs and hounds, and they chase away the three conspirators who are also tormented with aches, pains, and cramps. Thank you.